Hello and welcome back to the Cove with more Surviving Mars Green Planet. Well, we're off doing another seed vegetation mission, and that should be pretty good. Help us get ever closer to that 70, well, to that 100%. But at the moment, I'm happy just with 70. Alright, so either way, we've gone ahead and we did go ahead and put a few of these forestation plants around. We've got a couple of them. They've got, not the best soil quality around it, but it should be good enough that we can get it up and running. So I'm not really going to complain too much. Although I am very curious to see what will happen with this, what do we call it? Dust geyser? Either way, we'll leave that there. Let's see. Now, I did see at the end of the last one, we had a little pop-up for having finished a deposit. And there we are, concrete extractor. That is no longer up and running. Let's go ahead and salvage that thing. That'll be fine. Let's also go ahead and let's add in some more forestation up over here too. There's no reason why we shouldn't, and we've got the opportunity, so we may as well. Alright, so we're well within our drone. So let's put one of them over here. Let's put another one of them up over here. And then let's go ahead and put in another over there. There we go, that should be fine. Yep. And, oh, you know what, just for good measure, let's also go ahead and put one of them over there too. That should be good enough. We'll go ahead and make sure that those things get powered up. And that should hopefully speed things along just a little bit further. Alright, so let's connect from A to B. That should be nothing too difficult. Alright, so we've got that one. Let's go across. That should be okay there. And then let's also go ahead and... I guess we do need to make sure that that is all connected now, don't we? Yes, we do. Alright, so let's go from there.
Research complete.
Oh, and that fits rather nicely. So that's all good. Let's go ahead and get our rocket to land as well. Make sure that we are working on that. And there we go, 68%, getting ever so close. Oh, I am looking forward to getting the...
Colonists are departing.
I am looking forward to getting the achievement for all factors at 100%. That's going to be particularly nice, knowing just how much effort that jolly well takes. Alright, let's go ahead and... Can we... Oh no, we can't go further. Of course we can't. Okay, well either way, let's go ahead and we'll salvage the last couple of spots over here. And then we'll just build it out in the other direction. That should be fine. Power cable, let's go. There we are. Oh. Excellent. So we've got that. Let's go ahead and make sure that we have grass, trees, and some bushes. That'll be fine. Oh, we can't do the other ones yet either. Oh, hang on a second. What are we waiting on down over here? We're waiting on seeds. Okay. What's going on there? Have we got seeds down over here? The answer is yes. Okay, we're just physically waiting on the drones. Okay. Go ahead and we'll chuck an extra 5 there just to help speed up the process a little bit. There are a few around, so that'll be nice. Alright, so we've got all of those. Let's go ahead and get rid of that for now. I don't think... Yeah, that'll sort itself out. You're up and running. Let's go and... Again, just grass, bushes, and trees should be sufficient. Yeah, there we go. Alright. And unfortunately, as much as I would love to be able to control and click, we do have one that's all the way down over here, which is working on a little bit of lichen just to help boost up the situation around here. In fact, you know, let's go ahead and do 2 bits of lichen and some grass, as some of the quality here is remarkably horrendous. So either way, I think that should help us out. We don't really struggle for anything too much. We are using a few polymers at the moment. In fact, it does look like we're slightly out-consuming our polymers. So you know what? We haven't unemployed issue over here at the Garnet Dome. Let's go ahead and give them a new job, and we'll give them a polymer factory. That seems quite reasonable. Alright, so production polymers, we'll build that. Where can we squeeze that in? That looks fairly good. We'll rotate that around. That looks ideal. So yeah, we'll go ahead and pop that there. We will need power for that too. That does look like it doesn't have a connection as of this moment. So let's go ahead and tie that on in, and then that should give them a few more jobs. Oh, it looks like a planetary anomaly. Ooh. Let's go ahead and see what is being chased. So what is it? Planetary anomaly. Resources, RC Explorer. I'm not really sure what they're going for right now. New technologies? You know what, how about we go ahead and check that out? Maybe we can get something new. Yeah, let's go ahead and send off the good old little rowboat, and we'll see how that goes. So, 3 days, 18. Okay, they're going for this one as well. You know what? Why not? We're going to go ahead and just be mean because we can. We'll send off the tugboat as well. We'll send both of those and prevent Paradox from getting anything. We did find out in the last episode they were the ones behind a little bit of shenanigans that caused us some trouble. So taking this away from them doesn't seem like a bad plan to me. Alright, looks like soil quality is fantastic. Let's just go ahead and move to wheat, or do we go potatoes? Let's have a think. Harvest of 1, that's pretty sad. Though, you know what, we're not really too bothered. You know what? Yeah, let's go ahead and chuck in some herbs. That way people can add a little bit more flavor to their meals. That seems reasonable. Oh, we even got some nice extra polymers. That is nice, I suppose. Go ahead and we'll open up a couple of jobs. We'll do the amplification and factory AI. That'll be fun. So I guess that wasn't a bad call then. How are we doing here? Unemployed. Still got more jobs to go around. Let's go ahead and work on the nighttime shift. We'll pop both of those open. I know it's not exactly the best for their sanity in the long run, but you know what? It could be worse. And then as for all of this, let's get some people working at the diner. In fact, we'll go to both of them, and I think that should be good enough. Yeah, that should be pretty decent. Alright, idle extractor. Let's go ahead and salvage that. That'll be nice, and it looks like this large dumping site is no longer going to be required either, so we can, as soon as that gets collected, yep, we'll go ahead and salvage that too. That'll be very nice for some extra land to vegetate. Let's also go ahead and salvage that. I think we're looking fairly decent then. Yeah. You know what? Maybe what we could do though, hang on a second, let's just see. What is our zones of drones? It's not terrible, but you know what? We're going to go ahead and we'll chuck on in another drone hub just on the outer boundaries. And then we're going to go ahead and put in a new forestation plant down over here too. There's a little bit of extra room where we can squeeze one in without too much trouble, so we will do just that. We'll chuck that there. That should be easy peasy. And then let's go ahead and also throw in a universal depot as well, just to make sure that they do have access to everything that they need. Yeah, that should be fun. It looks like the universal depot is on the other.
Crop failure reported.
Crop failure, I think we know what that was. If memory serves, that was where we had, I think, a few people age out and all, and so someone ended up retiring, and no one really looked after the family farm. So, yeah, not exactly ideal, but at the end of the day, I'm not too concerned with the amount of food that we have access to. Let's also make sure, though, that we do continue on getting our rockets back down to the planet. If we can have our drones making sure that they're always accessible, that's always a good thing. Who knows? Oh, and there it is, another seed vegetation mission. Okay, so we'll get that up and running. Okay, so it looks like it only took about a day or so for a new vegetation mission. So I'm guessing there's going to be a little bit of RNG as to how soon that they reoccur. But that said, if it's going by that quickly, we might manage to get out maybe 2 per episode. So we could be in... So what's that, 2 per episode? Yeah, we might only have a handful left, which is rather nice. Which would be very nice indeed. Alright, so either way, we've got that up and running. We've got all of this working out. Yeah, the global load is still nice and chilled. No shuttles that are really overworked. We've got plenty of fuel storage. We do have more research which we can do, so I suppose we may as well add on in a couple more. Yeah, that'll be fun. We'll go ahead and get that done. And then... what to do? I think... let's see, unemployed, we've got 2 people who need a job. We have 2 disabled workspaces. That seems a little peculiar. Why would that be the case? It's not any of our farms. It's not in any of these... Where would we find you needing work? Well, the outside farm doesn't need any access either, which is kind of a bit of a pickle. Oh, hang on a second. Storage space is full. Okay, well that would explain as to why we got the crop failure. We have as much food as we can realistically handle right now. Okay, that is good to see. Oh, and the infirmary. There we are. That's the final 2 jobs. Alright, 1 homeless, 1 unemployed. That's not an issue there, really. We should... yeah, I think we should be relatively fine. We'll add on in... do we want to add on in? I think we do. We're going to go ahead and add in a smart home down over here. That should be enough for the 1 that's left over. The 1 or 2 that are, yeah, without a home. We'll make sure that they have one of them. That should be fine. We'll go with a... or maybe we go with a smart complex. 12. Let's see. Yeah, let's just go with a smart home. We don't need too much in the way of housing. So we'll just quickly go ahead and place that. Yeah, that'll be fine. Oh, and then of course, once it is built, we do definitely want to make sure that we get the home collective upgrade. Just make sure that everyone is as happy as they possibly can be. Also too, I think some of our jobs may not be too much of an issue. We've got a lot of people in the sanatorium right now. So yeah, that's not the craziest thing. And again, as I said, crop failure, not really too much of an issue. Let's go ahead though and prevent that message from popping up too much. We're going to go with the proper storage. We'll go ahead and add one of them right here.
Research complete.
That should be fine. That will give them a ridiculous amount of storage at their disposal. These drones are at medium workload. Let's go ahead and add another 10. Oh, hang on a second. Oop. I just accidentally hit the Windows key instead of Control. Let's go ahead and fix what I was planning on doing. There we go. We'll add in a couple more drones to that drone hub. We have plenty in storage, so we may as well make sure that they have access to everything that they need. Let's see, 0.6 of a metal. That's annoying. I want to make sure that this just isn't set to 0 so we're not overloading our logistics too heavily. But I think that should be fine. In fact, you know what? Maybe we go ahead and we hit the speediest of the buttons. Yeah, that'll work out. We have... yeah, there we go. Go ahead and we'll bring that up to... I don't know. We'll just make it around 1,000. That'll be easy enough for our drones to be able to clear the 300 storage from all of these. And then add a little bit more. We do have a new cloud seeding mission, so let's go ahead and get that done too. Although... no, waiting for payload to arrive. Good. This should hopefully help out some of our soil quality. Let's send off the tugboat. Yeah, there we go. That is pretty good return on investment, really. A couple of polymers and a little bit of fuel. It's not a bad thing at all. Alright, so let's just check. What do you need? You've got the RC Safari. That should pop up at some point. Yep, that is disappearing. There we go. We need... Oh, wait a second. No, it isn't.
Research complete.
Okay, I'm not 100% sure. Why is the Safari not going there? You know what? I guess we'll go ahead and we will stop doing tours. Either that or maybe we just... Yeah. I'm not sure if we need... No, let's just go ahead and build up another one. That way we don't have to clear the thing in case for some reason we yeah, if we get sick and tired of doing the, what do we call it, safari things. We'll build an extra one. Let's just go ahead and pop that there. That'll be fine. Another new project of seed vegetation. Oh, two at the same time. That is fantastic. But we don't have... Oh no. Rocket assembly. Hang on a second. How long until these guys return? They'll be back in a day. You, my little friend, you know what? Cancel your expedition. Yes, I am certain. We'll go ahead and give you the seed vegetation too. There we go. Go ahead and get that done. And that'll help us out. An extra 10% in one video. That is very, very nice. Oh, that is just what we are after. Okay, so a little bit of fuel, a fair few seeds. None of that's really going to concern us too much. We should have... what do we call it?
Research complete.
I think we should have a decent amount of things around. Yeah, here we are, seeds. Let's go ahead and make sure that this is always set to 100. That way it doesn't matter which rocket we ever need to deal with. We'll be able to get the get them where they need to go. Alright, so what have we got? A couple of security stations. Looks like Japan is going for an anomaly. We'll focus on that when the others return. Oh, and 2 metal refineries. Hang on a second. You are... Oh, wait a second. These are rare metal refineries. Right, they're after the dumped waste rock. Right. Well, this needs to be 0, so that's fine. All of your waste rock should go there. Let's see, what else do we do? Is there anywhere else that we can shut down one of these? Yeah, there we go. What is this? Desired amount of a lot? That seems a little bit peculiar. Alright, you know what? We'll go ahead and we'll set that to 0 as well. We'll allow the shuttles to do their thing there. This does not need to be filled. Yeah, that can be 0 as well. Actually, you know what? Given that this one's already gone, let's just go ahead and salvage. They can drop all their waste rock up over there. That'll be fine. Same with that one too. Is there anything else we need so we can get those refineries up and running? I think we've done pretty much everything that we could realistically ask for. Yeah, this is still kicking for a while, although it won't be for too long. Yeah, we're just, you know, we're just going to let things be for now. That'll be fine. We'll keep an eye on things as they go. Although, you know what, there we go. We can go ahead and we can close off some of these. That'll be fine. Clear up our little situation a little bit better. Looks like some of these large dumping sites are being looked after. It sounds like, yeah, realistically, I think we have almost the... Oh, wait a second. We have 2 things contributing. There we go. Okay. I kind of forgot about that. But all in all, I think we've got the right amount of logistics that these aren't ever really going too far above 0. So those processes should be working at a pretty decent pace. Yeah, that'll be very good. Alright, so let's just quickly double check in on this rocket. Looks like they're all fairly busy. Where do we find any more hubs? We have you down over there at 25. You're a medium. Okay, let's go ahead and send a few more there. Let's just bring you up to 35 for good measure. And
Research
then,
complete.
you know, let's go ahead and we'll unpack another 5 and 10. Just bring those numbers up a little bit. Make it a little bit harder for anything to go wrong there. And let's keep on doing more patents. There we go. Let's get all of them done. Make sure that we're making plenty of money. Again, it doesn't look like we're really struggling. We have managed to increase our production of polymers, so again, that's not exactly a danger at any given point. Yeah, because we are consuming less than we are creating. And oh, wait a second, what is this? This thing is still up and running. Pray tell, why are we doing this? So, loss of atmosphere, 2 magnetic shields. Core heat convector, that doesn't seem to need to be running. Oh wait, no, never mind. Building has been turned off. For some reason, I thought that we had turned this on. Don't ask me why. I just clearly saw the right thing and interpreted it wrong. Oh well, it is what it is. Alright, cloud seeding is working. That should hopefully give us a nice little boost to our forestation efforts. Yeah, we've done a pretty good job up and around here. I don't know if there's... Where it's a good spot. These are all the hills. Done a pretty good job over there. Could build some more over here if we need, but I think we've already got that. Maybe just up to the northern corners up over here. Yeah, I guess that's what we're going to go for next. Okay, let's add on in a good old forestation plant. We'll pop you up over there. That'll be fine. You already have power. That's all well and good. And then... I don't know. I don't think we really need to worry about too much more than that. No, we should be relatively fine. Alright, let's go ahead and get our rockets back down. Again, if we can steal the planetary anomaly from Japan, we'll do that too. Realistically, they are our competition at the end of the day, so anything to make us look better is always a good plan. So we'll go ahead and we'll do that. So let's go ahead and send them. Flying to special projects. Wait a second, which was the one? Okay. RC Safari, new technologies, that's right. Let's go ahead and send. You can go as soon as you've finished refueling. That'll be all A-okay. Yeah, we'll beat them. That's only 2 days. A few buildings that are getting damaged by Marsquakes. Nothing too serious, so I'm not too concerned there. Yeah, I think we're doing fairly well. Yeah, at this stage, I feel like we are just at a very cruisy situation. Got plenty of electronics. We're using fuel. Oh, wait a second, never mind. We are consuming fuel far faster than I thought. Okay, well then, if that is the case, let's go ahead and build up a new refinery. That is a necessity. In fact, we'll build a couple just for good measure. We'll build one of them right here. Actually, we'll build... There we go. We'll build one of them right there. And then we'll build a second one right over here too. And then maybe even a third. There we go. So they'll already be linked on in. That's what we want. That'll give us... well, at least once we go ahead and upgrade them, that should give us a solid amount of fuel production per day. A good 60 would be my guess. But we will see nonetheless. Let's just quickly check. 19 per day? Yeah, so that is about 60 per day. That's not going to quite deal with our needs. That's okay. We've got a large supply, so we'll be fine. We'll go ahead and make sure that all of the upgrades are done. Yep, and the button is control, not shift. So we'll go ahead and we'll deal with that. And oh my goodness, okay, what is going on? We have a famine. What's going on? Oh no, someone else is having a famine. Another colony is having trouble growing their crops. Starvation is a constant threat on this untamed planet. The colony of India was coping well for a while, but recent reports estimate they can't really handle their agriculture development. It's just a matter of time before things start getting out of hand. Can't spare the specialists. Alright, you know what? We'll just invite some of them over. That's fine. It's not really a big deal for us. We can sort that out. And yeah, I think too, just before we do move on, we'll go ahead and build up a few more fuel refineries right by where we by our main shuttles, just to make sure we don't. Come on, squeeze in there if you can. No. All right, then fine. We'll go ahead and we'll build a couple across here as well. That should be good enough. Two, so that'll be another 40. Hang on a second. If we go with another 40... Actually, I don't think it's already counted that, so that should... We're not getting the 60 counted on from there yet, so that'll take us to 410. We need another 60. That's 1, 2... Okay, we need another 2 more. Alright, we'll go... 1 and a 2. Alright, so that should be all of the fuel refineries we need for now. That should do everything nicely. That will make sure that we have a nice excess. And that should be all good. Yeah, look at that. All of them going up so nice and quickly. Control click, make sure that we get all of them. Double check. Excellent. Alright, so that'll be fine. We may need some extra housing for all these people, so let's just swing back down to this barrel dome. We have a couple of people who are not particularly well employed. Yeah, we're going to need to go ahead and fix that. We're going to go ahead and open up the biorobotics. We'll go ahead and open up the nighttime shifts. We'll open up every job that we can find. And then, let's see, what else can we do? Let's go for... What do we want? Let's go with some services. Let's go with 9 workers. Yeah, let's go with a low-G amusement park. That seems fine. This was meant to be a nice little bit of a resort, so we may as well go ahead and make sure that that is, you know, it's at least entertaining. And then we'll chuck in a biorobotics workshop too. There we go. That should be enough work for everybody. That'll be 9. That'll be more than 10. Yeah, realistically, we could even go ahead and add on in. I think we could chuck on in another smart complex. There we go. We'll have some more premium housing down here, but not too much. Just to keep everything good and working. Again, too many people means that they're not going to be able to get access to all of the services that they desire. And that's probably not a very good thing. So, yeah, we'll let that be. Alright, let's open up those nighttime shifts. Let's also go ahead and allow the robotics to be done. And then... Oh, you know what? We can fit in a garden in there. Yeah, let's go ahead and quickly throw in a small garden. Looks like there was still room in the dome for that, so we'll go ahead and do that, as well as making sure that we get the home collective upgrade sorted out too. Alright, excellent. Well, let's go ahead and land our rockets once more. I don't know where we'll be sending them next, but we still have more things to do. Oh, and we're also burning through our power relatively quickly. I guess adding in all of these extra amplified buildings is consuming a decent number. Alright, so you know what? If that's the case, let's go and continue our wind farm down over here. That was the plan originally, and I think we're still going to stick with it. So let's just see if we... Yeah, we have a pretty decent drone hub and all around here. Let's just go... We'll chuck one on in here. Do the same thing there. Yeah, we'll just put a couple along the outskirts, and then that should grow fairly organically from that point. What to do? You know, we'll just go one further down. That'll be fun. Keep that row in order. And then we'll do a quick little U-turn, and then we'll do the side-by-side as well. Just make sure that we have more than we could need for the next while. Hang on a second. Let's just make sure that we get that right. Yeah, there we go. Alright, and that should be That should be fairly good for now. Yeah, that'll be fine. Alright, cool. And then once we've done those, we'll go ahead and we'll swing back and we'll make sure that they get those polymer upgrades. We are producing enough polymers that shouldn't really be an issue. Yeah, we have 20 extra per day. And of course then, essentially a limitless supply if we go ahead and purchase some. So I'm not too concerned about that. And so let's just go ahead and do that now, just to make sure I don't forget. That should be good. Alright, so realistically, we'll probably leave a little bit of this area more for this to continue down, so we don't necessarily want to add any extra greenery here. Oh, it does look like that dust geyser is going to stick there for quite some time. Yeah, it doesn't look like that's going anywhere anytime soon. Metals. What about you? You're a concrete depot. I don't see any concrete being produced around here, so let's get rid of that. And then I think that's going to have to be pretty good for now. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. We've definitely made a bit of an impact down over here in this southeastern quadrant of our base. Oh, and we have a new couple of... Oh no, seed vegetation is completed. So we're up to 78%. Oh, let's also make sure that these drones are not overloaded. Let's go add another 15 there. And let's go ahead and cloud seed again. Again, as much as we can do these, we want to be doing them just to make sure that we are ahead of the curve. Completed is out of the way. Let's also just double check. We are working on... Oh, there is a new seed vegetation one. Okay, well, you know what? That is okay. We'll go ahead and we will prepare that one as well. Yeah, see, this is the importance of double checking. I don't think we saw that pop up, but it does mean that yeah, we will make the most with this little improvement here with this seed depot, making sure that we always have exactly what we need. We can get our jobs done that little bit faster. And you know what? Let's make sure that these guys are a high priority. Yep, the caravel, we need to make sure that you guys can go ahead and do this as soon as possible. So either way, we will have to see how all this goes in the next one. But before we do, we'll just quickly double check and make sure I haven't missed out on any more. No, we have already planned for all of those, so I think that's a good spot to call it for today. So if you do want to see more, be sure to hit that subscribe button. It is the best way to catch all future content, and I'll see you next time. So until then, thank you for tuning into the Leviathan Cove. This is the Leviathan, signing out.